The basketball world is buzzing with this latest piece of news in the light that the Lakers plan to originally trade Westbrook to some other team before signing the German phenom Dennis Schröder. Adding to that, we've got Russell Westbrook getting trolled like crazy via a brutal remark, and we've got ourselves a story, so please stick around and let us take you through the latest piece of basketball news. First up, what even happened? Well, fate happened, to be honest. Nobody expected things to play out the way they did, least of all the Lakers, but as luck would have it, some major stuff went down in the NBA world. See, we'll fill you in real quick. The Lakers had a whole plan to trade off Russell Westbrook. They then swooped up Dennis Schröder, however, it all went awry when the German superstar suddenly decided to become Superman in the FIBA EuroBasket tournament, and suddenly the whole thing had become a race to see which team could manage to sign him first. Of course, as soon as the Lakers smelled any sign of competition, they had to drop their original plans and go with a new unplanned Plan B. This version of the plan was simple: buy Schroder at all costs. Thankfully, the good news is that they managed to sign the player, and all was right in the world. That is, until you remember, they still hadn't traded away Russell Westbrook. Now, as it turns out, both Westbrook and Schroder are out with injuries. Schroder is out with a finger injury, and Westbrook is out with a hamstring-related one. Next up, what does this mean for Dennis Schröder? Well, this means that Schroder is extremely favored to be a starter for the Los Angeles Lakers, and that Westbrook will have to warm up the bench for a little while longer. The phenom averaged 22 points in the FIBA EuroBasket tournament and couldn't have performed better. He showed off exactly when he was supposed to, and now the Lakers know that they have an ace in their midst. The big question on everyone's mind is, will he be fit enough to play soon? There's no question that he's a great investment, but the sad truth is, it's not worthwhile if the man is going to join Westbrook on the bench thanks to a finger injury. We are in no way downplaying the seriousness of his medical issues. He's injured seriously and needs time to recover. However, it's worth noting that the season opener against the Golden State Warriors is just around the corner, and with Steph Curry on the opposing end, the LA Lakers will need to bring their best if they don't want to get embarrassed. Thankfully, the Lakers, throughout a period, have managed to gather together a plethora of great players to cover for each other in case one of them is out injured. Coming up, what does this mean for Russell Westbrook? Sadly, this doesn't bode well for Russell's time at the Lakers. The veteran guard is already coming off of an incredibly depressing season in terms of performance on the court, and to see a replacement lined up for him and talks of him being offered to any team that'll take him can't be a big boost to his morale. Furthermore, the management has confirmed that Westbrook will sit out most games on the bench and will be brought on slowly. They're calling the move a realignment. However, we're not sure how Westbrook feels about the whole thing. The big question on everybody's mind is, can Westbrook bounce back after the terrible season he just had? He's shown to be a resilient player and a fighter considering the circumstances, and has the backing of several prominent sports pundits. Last but not least, the GOAT, LeBron James, has publicly talked about how he believes that Westbrook is in good shape to redeem himself after a series of catastrophes from last season. In our opinion, if you've got the king and country on your side, there's very little you have to worry about. Thankfully, Westbrook remains on the Lakers roster and doesn't seem to be going anywhere. We firmly believe that if the man is given a chance, he can prove that he still has what it takes to be a prominent force on the court. Finally, what does this mean for the Lakers? Well, it depends on what angle you're viewing the situation from. On the one hand, it's terrible to think that two of the best players on the roster are out with injuries and can do little more than cheerleading during the team's games. On the other hand, some more optimistic fans seem to think that this will give the organization a great opportunity to allow younger talent more time on the court and help them flourish in basketball. Now, whether the Lakers follow through with hunting for the next LeBron James in their midst, we won't know until the season opener against the Warriors happens. We did get to know from the Lakers themselves that they aren't worried in the slightest, as they have, over the years, built up a roster of great players and won't have much trouble figuring out how to fill the holes that are currently present in their lineup. It'll be interesting to see what they can come up with, and we can't wait to see how they fare against the Golden State Warriors this coming Tuesday. Players like Patrick Beverley started for the Lakers in the final preseason game against the Sacramento Kings. They performed exceptionally well, so we don't think the coaching staff is that worried. Regardless, we hope that both Schroder and Westbrook return to full training capacity soon, and that we will see them shine on the court soon enough. For now, we have the Warriors game to look forward to. Now, let's take a look at the criticism Westbrook is facing. First up, what even happened? To put it simply, the basketball star Russell Westbrook was brutally trolled by sports pundits Shannon, Sharpe, and Skip Bayless. Now, we know what you're thinking. Come on, it couldn't have been that bad, right? Wrong. These two went to Westbrook with everything they had, leaving fans in awe at how badly the basketball star had been scorned on such a huge television platform. We can imagine Westbrook won't be happy when he next sees these two or does an interview with them. Security had better think twice before putting them in a room together. together. Now you're probably wondering, what did they even say? To kick it off, Sharpe made a stingy comment about how Westbrook was like those girls you can't wait to date, and then once you do, you can't wait to get rid of them. Ouch. We know that was pretty harsh, but then Skip followed it up with an even more brutal comment, saying that Westbrook was like one of those girls you think is pretty, and then you see her the next morning with no makeup on. Damn, these guys went in for the kill and decided that wasn't enough. Midway through, we need to go in for the overkill. Next up, why'd they even say that? Well, you see, this has a bit of a long answer. Russell Westbrook is no doubt one of the best guards the NBA has to offer, and is probably up there with the top 10 of his generation. However, since he moved to the LA Lakers, his performance on the court has been lacking. The man left a lot to be desired when it came to helping his team win more games, and if you take a close look at the stats, last season was the worst season of his career. When a top-tier athlete such as himself performs that badly and inconsistently, memes and jokes soon follow. In Westbrook's case, haters piling on top of him, talking about how he's finished and that he's a washed-up has-been. We know that isn't true, and we've seen Westbrook bounce back. However, this might be an overwhelming challenge, even for him. Finally, is Westbrook that bad? Now comes the big question. Is Russell Westbrook that bad? No, he's not. Well, at least not until last season. Now, we know everyone has a bad game or two, but a whole ass season? That is one hard knockdown to come back from. Westbrook is a pretty strong and mentally tough athlete, but even he isn't Superman. That's not to say he doesn't have supporters on his side who still believe he can make it happen on the court. One of his biggest supporters comes in the shape of King James, one of the best basketball players to step foot on the court. James came out publicly and talked about how he has faith in Westbrook's ability to get back up on his feet and dominate on the court again. We'll have to wait and see, because as of right now, he's still warming the bench for the Lakers. That's a wrap for this video. Do you think Russell Westbrook can be good again? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you at the next one.